What's going on, my friends? Vitaly the Bean is here and welcome back to another episode of today's in Crypto Show. Wow guys, we just had an absolutely most bullish week in Bitcoin in the last 100 weeks, and we have a $10 trillion man who is full in on crypto tokenization. In this video, I'll share with you what it's all about. I'll show you some Bitcoin charts, what's gonna happen in my opinion in the short term, and of course, you all know what is in the long term. Things are looking bullish for this year and for next year and even for some part of 2025. So get ready guys, let's dive right in. The altcoins are pumping today. Many of them, we see Mana 24%, CVX 26%, and yes, FTT even, I don't know how, plus 48% this week. Crazy. Looking at this, Bitcoin just had the biggest weekly gain in 100 weeks since February 2021. This is amazing, and this is a sign, guys. I'm gonna show you in the charts very clearly. Like for example, this one indicator called the net unrealized profit and loss. We are seeing that with the Bitcoin chart, whenever you can see in the blue is in the green territory right here, we're essentially at the bottom of the bear market. And then we climb right out of the green territory and we start the bull market. There we have in 2018, we were in the green. You can see we climb back to the blue territory, and there we were start of the bull market that lasted since 2019 to 2021. And right now we are all this area which I was screaming, this is accumulation zone for Bitcoin. The 16,000, the 17,000, the 18,000, all this area is an accumulation zone because we are in capitulation. So right now, with this week, you can see we jumped right out of the capitulation, right out of the green and into the hope. So right now, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the hope area. So this is amazing. So let's dive right into the charts. What we are seeing right now for Bitcoin, of course, this was a parabolic run, and as parabolic run gained some steam, we are on a daily RSI, hit the 89 level. So this is pretty overbought territory, and we are seeing some rejection happening. If you look at a daily chart, if we're gonna close this day on Monday with a big wick like that, that's gonna tell us that higher chances that in the short term we might see some correction to the downside. We might see some retest of the previous resistance line. You can see this was a resistance line right here that we just broke right here. So we might go and see this retest like all the way to $18,600 approximately. That's a possibility. But also I want to show you something else in the chart that we are seeing at the moment, and that is this beautifully textbook bull flag. So a bull flag means when a price is rising a lot and then it's consolidating in a line, in a channel for quite some time. So the more we consolidate, the better it is, the more chances are that we're gonna break to the upside. But right now we are in this channel going back and forth, right? And what we need to see next is we need to see a break up of this bullish flag. So it's either gonna break up or gonna break down this channel. If it's gonna break up, then we might see the next target, and the next target, next big resistance, of course, is all the way here at $23,000, and we always also have some here at 22,000, but here at 23,000. But this is a bull flag right here, so we might definitely see it happening. And we take this bull flag and we're gonna copy it and we're gonna paste it right there. So it will take us straight to the next resistance of $23,000. However, all of this is going to be invalidated if this bull flag, we're going to go break down to the downside. If this trend line, if this level of support is not going to hold, if we're going to break right here and on hourly candle, we're going to break right here violently, to the downside. In this case, this bull flag is going to be invalidated and we might see a correction, which in my opinion is more than likely, since we had this parabolic move on a daily chart, right? We might be cooling off a little bit in the coming days. So this is a likely scenario. So we're going to looking very closely to what is happening. And in this case, it's going to fall down. I'm ready to buy some more Bitcoin right here at the lowest level. So we're going to see and monitor the situation. But again, looking at the weekly, very, very bullish. All of the FTX losses we've been regained right now. So we have, this is what I want to show you. One of the most powerful men in the world who has actually had $10 trillion in assets under manager. We of course are talking about the BlackRock CEO, Larry Fink, is actually coming mainstream and screaming out loud, I believe in Bitcoin, in crypto, in Ethereum. I believe in tokenization of crypto assets. I wanted to listen closely to what he is saying in this next minute and a half clip. So you see, this man is a CEO of a $10 trillion hedge fund. This is the largest hedge fund ever. So take a watch at that.
Larry,
This is one of the reasons why This is one of the reasons why I'm focusing on the whole idea of blockchain for securities. I look forward to the day when we could tokenize stocks and bonds, that every stock and every bond we could identify immediately who is the beneficial owner. And this is why we're working on it. And every beneficial owner, from an individual to an institution, have the ability to vote, to democratize every single vote. And that's where we want to take this, and we're leading that effort.
Larry,
This is one of the reasons why I'm focusing on.
This is crazy, guys. What essentially, did you catch that? He said that we are going to come into direction, leading the efforts to tokenize every stock in the market. Can you imagine that? Tokenize every stock in the market. Bam. There you go. The future of crypto is very, very bright. So right now the shorts are being liquidated. That was a couple days ago, $600 million in shorts liquidated. So be careful, because when Bitcoin moves, it moves. And when it enters a period of its stillness and it looks like it's going very slow and it's boring, like it's not moving up and down much, that's the moment the volatility is going to kick in, right when you do not think it's going to come. So what happened recently, and the CZ of Binance is just said, is accurate now. We have Jim Cramer, who is all over the news, of course, posting right before the big pump on January the 9th. He posted, good chance again to get out of crypto and scale out of Chinese stocks, as neither can be trusted. And this is exactly like the opposite of what is a good strategy, because the moment he said that, the very next day Bitcoin went all the way to $21,000. Binance says, please continue to fight crypto. He is of course the host of CNBC. And where we are right now in the psychology. So you know, there is this Wall Street cheat sheet that you need to keep in mind. So we are going through this disbelief phase, then into hope, then into optimism, then into belief, then into thrill, and to euphoria. This is where the market is super greedy. This is the time of the maximum financial risk. And then boom, it all plummets, goes to complacency, anxiety, denial, panic, and capitulation. And then anger. So where we are right now, are we in anger? Are we in depression right now? Or are we already in disbelief? Meaning, this is a sucker's rally, this is not going to last, this is a dead cat bounce, or whatever they call it, like the market is going to go up, and then you still see the voices. Okay, Bitcoin is going to go below $10,000. Okay, Ethereum is going to go to $600. they are in disbelief about this rally. So that may be right now. Listen closely, and you listen how the market, the sentiment of the market is right now. The majority are in disbelief. They're like, oh, it's a short term. Oh, we got to 21,000, but look how it's gonna crash. It's gonna crash so bad. They are in disbelief phase right now, and that is of course a phase before really good recovery, hope, optimism, belief, thrift, and euphoria really get started. Now, following up on the story of Genesis and digital currency group, we have the news coming up right now that crypto investor Justin Sun says willing to spend up to $1 billion on digital currency group. So as you know, Genesis froze customer withdrawals in November. It's a huge lending company, and they owe to creditors more than $3 billion, including to the exchange Gemini. So $900 million, that's what they own. And Digital Currency Group is the owner of Genesis. So now, because they have a vast portfolio of 160 companies, it's in venture capital portfolio, they're considering to sell some of the companies in their portfolio and raise capital. Who they're going to sell it to? Possibly to Justin Sun for $1 billion. Where this kid has so much money? He founded Tron. There you go. So we have this yearly chart. I mean, this is like a musical. 3 years of green, 1 year of red. 3 years of green, 1 year of red. 3 years of green, 1 year of red. And now we start another year of green. Ta-da-dum-tum, ta-da-dum-tum, ta-da-dum-tum. A year of green is right now, 2023, and 2024, a green year. 2025, a green year. So are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for the next 3 years? Of course, history does not have to repeat itself, but it will be pretty damn good that it rhymes with the previous three major 4-year cycles, right? Green, 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 red, green, 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 red, green, 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 red. So the next 3 years might be also green, green, green ones. We see one of the largest US colleges has begun teaching students about Bitcoin. This is called the Programming Bitcoin course, taught to 74,000 students. So that's amazing advancement in the knowledge that is of Bitcoin perpetrating the universities of the world. And in India, it's not so good in India. What's happening is India is right now, the government of RBI calls for an outright ban on cryptocurrency. How many times Indians are going on calling for a ban on crypto? I don't know how many dozens of times. But this is what he's saying right now. He wants to ban cryptos such as Bitcoin and Ethereum. So if you're in India, I mean, there's a lot of people who are in crypto who are in India. Yeah. So you already know that it's not the first time they're calling this, but can it happen? I don't know. And how it will affect the crypto markets, I also don't know. But if you are in India, know that they are not pro crypto so much. The government, they say they're going to lose 20% of their power, the central bank power to print money and to control the supply and minting and all of that. He says it publicly. He's going to lose at least 20% to crypto of the transactions, and they are afraid to lose this power that they have with the markets. Yeah. So that's pretty much what I want to share with you today. You guys be careful. Right now is an interesting time, an interesting situation. I'm gonna see and monitor very closely how this bull flag is going to evolve. If it's going to break to the downside, boom, the next target 23,000. If it's going to break to the downside, the moment we break it right here at 20,600, 500, again, this is the moment to be careful for, because we might go lower and retest once again the $18,800, $19,000 level, which of course you can use an opportunity to load up some more cheap Bitcoin while you can. So this has been Vitaly Dubinin. follow up on this channel, subscribe, get up to date with the latest news and updates about crypto. If you want to learn what we are doing in the crypto space, how we are helping people around the world to empower them to generate amazing profits in the crypto space, then definitely follow this channel and stay up to date. So I'll see you guys in the next video.